what was an ongoing investigation into a missing Winona woman is now a murder case. In a newly released criminal complaint, we're learning the main suspect, 29-year-old Adam Fravel, admitted to investigators to being, quote, infatuated with the Gabby Petito murder case, and the complaint alleges he told his ex-partner, Madeline Kingsbury, if she didn't, quote, listen up, she would end up like Petito. The body of 26-year-old Madeline Kingsbury was found Wednesday afternoon. Today, we're taking a closer look at the events that led up to her death and the evidence which ultimately allowed officers to arrest and later charge Fravel with 2 counts of second-degree murder.
Law enforcement has confirmed the remains are those of Madeline Kingsbury.
Upsetting revelations are now being shared publicly as a criminal complaint released Friday outlines the probable cause that led to 29-year-old Adam Fravel's arrest for the murder of Madeline Kingsbury. According to the complaint, the on-again, off-again couple of 7 years were in the process of breaking up after Kingsbury told Fravel she was starting a relationship with another man. The breakup was coming on the heels of multiple instances of domestic violence. The complaint states a friend observed Fravel hit Kingsbury across her face on a video call when he wasn't aware he was being observed. On a different occasion, family members told investigators Fravel put his hands around Kingsbury's neck, which is where they later noticed red marks. Investigators uncovered another instance of violence in a text exchange between the couple in September of 2021. It begins in part with Kingsbury saying, quote, I'm really not okay with the fact that you put your hands around my neck and pushed me down in front of the kids earlier, so don't, end quote. Fravel replied, quote, you'll adjust. In the complaint, Fravel never admits to killing Kingsbury, but instead outlines what he claims happened on March 31st, the day Kingsbury was reported missing. His version states the couple dropped off their 2 kids at a Winona daycare around 8 a.m. before returning home. He later says he took Kingsbury's car to make property storage runs. He alleges he wasn't paying attention to what he loaded in her van, but says he began driving to Mabel around 10:15 a.m. He later realized the items in the van needed to be stored at a location other than the one in Mabel. So he says he turned around in the driveway of a barn in Choice, which is located in Fillmore County, and arrived back home in Winona around 11:30 a.m. The complaint says he didn't see Kingsbury when he arrived back home and told police his car was still there. He claims he tried to reach Kingsbury by text but never got a response. He then says he remained at the home until he picked their kids back up from daycare alone later that afternoon. As for the discovery of Kingsbury's body, the complaint says on June 7th, the Fillmore County Sheriff's Office was searching next to a public gravel road around a mile from Highway 43 between Choice and Mabel. It's an area law enforcement say is routinely maintained by one or more of Fravel's family members. The property is also near the suspect's parents' home. Investigators say Kingsbury's remains were found by a deputy in a culvert. She was wrapped in a gray fitted bedsheet, which was bound with black Gorilla tape. Police say during a search of the home the suspect and Kingsbury shared, and the fabric matched 2 pillows on an air mattress that was missing a fitted sheet. A roll of the same black Gorilla tape was also found at Fravel's home.